everybody, it's Haley here with Liberty Road Soaps. Welcome back if you haven't been here before, and if this is your first video, I hope you enjoy it, and you should definitely hit that subscribe button down below, and also like and comment and let me know that you're here. So what we are doing today is I'm actually making my first holiday soap. In here I have all of my oils. Today's oils are actually I have one new oil, so we'll see how this goes. So in here my oils are olive oil, coconut oil, sunflower oil, castor oil, and canola oil. Now castor is the new oil. I was able to find it locally. As of this point, I've never actually ordered any of my oils online. I found them all locally at my grocery store. So today I'm actually using a scent here from Nurture's soap. This is called Comfort and Joy. This scent I actually got as a free gift when I ordered from Nurture. One of the great things about Nurture, which is who I usually buy all my micas from, is they usually send you a free gift with your order. Last time I got a cantaloupe mica, and then the second time I ordered I got this fragrance. So that is what we're going to be using today. So I'm just going to set that off to the side, and I am going to be adding my lye water solution into my oils. I want to let you guys all know I purchased a brand new stick blender. If you guys have seen some of... I need to warm up my oils here. Alright, we are back. My coconut oil has had hardened up. One thing I do want, or I could let you know, is we have not turned our heat on in our house. Our house is running at about 60, 62 degrees, which is what it would be at if the heat was on. So I haven't done many oils, or I haven't done many soaps since the drastic change in the weather. So I have to remember how my oils work in the winter. So yeah, while we wait for this to cool down just a little bit, I can show you my new stick blender. So I picked this up at Walmart for 16 bucks. It has 2 speeds. I haven't quite figured out how they're going to work. It comes with a blade. This actually detaches, which my hands are a little oily at the moment, which is really nice. So yeah, this is my first time that I'll be using it for soap, so we'll see how it works compared to my old one, which I bought off eBay for $1.25, I think it was. So I often was wondering if the power on my old stick blender was affecting how fast I could get things to trace. So I guess while we're waiting here, I can tell you a little bit about the swirl. If you guys happen to have seen the Autumn Experiment soap, which I will link up in the top corner, you'll see that I did a disc strainer swirl on it. That's what I'm calling it. So I'm actually going to try that again with this one, but this is going to be 3 very different colors. Since this is a holiday soap, the colors are going to be a white, red, and green. It has cooled down enough where I am actually going to add the lye water. Bring in my stick blender, pour my lye down it. Pour this in here. If you haven't noticed, I'm also doing this in a different location in my home. This is my kitchen. Kind of makes it easier being so close to my sink to just kind of throw my soapy dishes into it. Let's see how this works. Alright, so that stick blender is very loud. So I need this to be a little thick, not a little thick, a very smooth batter. And since I'm going to be adding fragrance oils and color to this, I'm thinking that it will be good. I'm not sure how this fragrance oil works. I did look it up. People seem to really like it. It is just a very holiday smell. Let's see if I can pinpoint some notes in there. I definitely smell some woods, some berries. I'll give you a link down in the description box to it if you want to find it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I have 2 cups here, and I'm going to pour off sections of this. The soap is going to be 3 colors. The base of it is going to be a white, and then I'm going to have a green and red. A little bit more about the colors here in a moment. So let me tell you a little bit about my colors. I have them all mixed in here. So this is my green and my red, which are both mixed with oils. And then this is my white, which is mixed with water. So the green is 1 part green vibrant mica. It's a very bright green. I have used it in a couple soaps, I think, at this point. Then this one is, the second one is alpine green. So it's 1 part green vibrant and 3 parts alpine green. So that is my green color. And the oil that the red and the green is mixed in with is grapeseed oil. You can mix it with any light oil. Now the red is a really red pigment. So this is a red that I've used in a couple soaps as well. And then in terms of the white, we are going to be using titanium dioxide, and then I want it to have a little bit of a shimmer, so I mixed it with winter white mica. Now this is going to hopefully give it a little bit of a shimmer to the white. So we will see. So let me mix these. I'm going to be mixing them well, maybe I'll mix them. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to pour in my fragrance. So that is my fragrance oil. The perfect 1 ounce little jar was perfect for this batch. So I think I'm going to mix this in by hand, and then when it comes to the colors, I will pulse those with my handed in brand new stick blender. Alright, so there is that. So these should just pour on in. Alright, so that is the really red mica not mica, pigment that I put in there. I'm going to just stir up my green a little bit. These have just been sitting for a moment. Stir it up. I'll dump it on in. And then here is the white. Oops. So in terms of mixing these with my stick blender, I am going to start with the lightest. So I'm going to be doing the white first. Just to make sure that there is no colorant stuck to the side or nothing uncolored, I'm just going to scrape down the sides of these. Not sure about this green. It's not nearly as green as I was anticipating it being. Oops. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to be moving these 3 over to the side. So here's the mold I'm going to be using for this. This was silicone that I bought at Family Dollar General, I think it was. Not Family Dollar, Dollar General. And then this is a $1 sink strainer. This one is different than the sink strainer I used before because I lost that sink strainer. I can't find it at the moment, and I had to go find a new one, and they didn't have the same one in stock. I'm going to have to hold this. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to pour this. I think I'm going to try to do alternating colors, like not mix them together into a drop swirl, but doing alternating colors. So let's see. I'm going to start here with the white. Now this has kind of thickened up way more than I wanted it to. So we'll see how it goes. So I want to make sure that you guys kind of get like this really good view of this. So I'm not sure. Alright, my friends, so since the batter here has thickened up a little bit more than is necessary. We're not going to be using this. I do have a plan for this and the Pringle can to soon, so you'll see this again, but it's not going to work for this. So with that in mind, I'm going to take my white, smatter it up onto the sides here, and I'm going to drop swirl these into here. So it's either the fragrance oil or my recipe, but this soap has definitely thickened up. Maybe I just played with it a bit too long, but not a big deal. I still think that these colors came out perfect. I'm not quite sure about that green. It came out a little bit lighter than I wanted it. Maybe I just didn't use enough. So this is my swirled soap. So I'm just going to drop this on into my big plop of that just ended up on my kitchen floor. Not a big deal. Alright, so we're just going to plop this on in. My gloves are very sticky at the moment, everybody. Not sticky, slippery. That's why I just lost a bit of the soap on to my kitchen floor. So I'm just trying to even this out a bit. So I think I'm going to try and take what I have left in these containers, and I will with a spatula scoop it all up out of there. Then I'm going to take my spoon, which definitely has white, some of the white mica on it still. And I'm just going to plop these randomly around. There is that, and now I'm going to take my skewer, see if I can get these kind of to stick down. A little bit of texture on top of that one. This one is then going to be topped here. I have a salt and pepper shaker, and I put glitter in it. This glitter actually came from a bath bomb kit that we had gotten for Kensley. So there's that, a nice little glitter. And then we have two more things we're going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I am going to spray this down with rubbing alcohol, just to get that glitter to stick. And then I'm going to measure this, because I have these these are kind of big, they're soap balls that I'm going to be putting on top of these soap, but kind of need to figure out where or how big each bar is going to be, I guess. For these, it's going to end up making 1, 2, 3, 4 bars and a good amount of samples, little long samples. So I'm going to do 2 of these. Let me figure out which of these little balls are the best. Now these little balls actually were created from the spiced apple soap, I think I'm calling it. So just putting some rubbing alcohol on these to hopefully help them stick into this batter. So there you are. That right there is the Comfort and Joy soap. What it will be called, I think, will be determined by what it looks like when we cut it. Cutting has been taking a little bit of time around here, although maybe with the weather changing it won't take as long. So hopefully we'll come back in about 24 hours to cut this, but I'll bring you guys in right now for a closer look. Why, hello everybody! Welcome back to Liberty Bird Soaps. Here I am 24 hours after I made this soap here. Interesting thing about this soap is it did harden up on its way to being made, and thus I was able to unmold it almost instantaneously. While yesterday I was trying to cut a soap I made a month ago and it was still sticky. So since I can't find my ruler, I'm going to put this one back into the mold it came out of, and I'll cut the lines, or I'll mark the lines that way. Alright, so we are going to use those as our guide to cutting the soap. So this soap is going to end up being 4 bars, plus some nice little samples I'll get out of this. So let me start by cutting off one of the sides. Might try and cut the next one a little in a smaller section, because this now is stuck to my knife here. Ooh, but look at the swirl, so you can see a little bit of the green and the red and the pink. Kind of reminds me of candy cane, but it smells delicious. So, let me see here. I'm going to cut this one. I'm going to cut the bar, because by cutting off the ends like that, I'm cutting off my lines for my middle. Ooh, you can see even more of the green there. These are going to be some pretty wide bars. They're not the thickest of bars. So although it seems pretty hard, it definitely, I can tell that it needs to cure a little bit more. Look at all the green in that one. I'm just cutting off the side there. So that leaves me just with my 2 bars here. Oops. Now let me cut them roughly in the middle. Now, I think I say this every time I'm cutting bars. As you can see, I hand cut my bars. So every bar is going to be a little bit different in size and shape, but it's alright. So look at that. So that's that little swirl that I did with the green. It's definitely full of glitter on top. A little bit more cutting here. So this one I'm going to cut down the middle, and then I'll trim up the 2 bars individually. Now this one's a huge chunk of a bar, so I took a little bit too much of that one in this one. So I'm going to leave it that big for now, but I might trim it up once it's all set. So there is the Comfort and Joy soap, my first Christmas soap. I'll bring you in to see the 4 of them up close, and then I will be back another time to show you a new soapy creation.